Take a look here. I'm going to go back. Okay, so this is where I'm going to go back one more time. He asked me this question, okay? So pay attention. I'm going to give a little bit of a breakdown, but for you guys watching at home, on the Valuetainment Money, starting at the 1 hour and 21 minute mark, this is the beginning of me making a statement, which the most important thing a man can do in order to increase the quality of his relationships with women is to become a leader. This point gets under attack from Natalia. There's attempts to derail me, I think from Adam and Monica, but you'll see I maintain my composure, I maintain my frame, I reaffirm myself, I hold frame, and then you'll see the group submit to me and agree to what I'm saying. This is how you establish frame, and this is how you establish dominance in a social way that is not aggressive, that is not confrontational, and is totally beneficial to you, because there's going to be other people who come into your life, guys, and try to push their way upon you, to try to push their standards upon you, to try to push their boundaries on you. And if you're not okay with these things, you have to understand that, one, it is okay to stand up for yourself, and two, how to stand up for yourself. Okay, here we go. I just rewound it a little bit here.
Okay, this is what all women, I think, necessitate.
From this moment right here, the 1 hour, 21 minutes and 34 seconds for you, Mr. Precision's out there. Here we go.
And this ties into the hold frame part, but I think the number one thing a man can do to help his dating life is to be the leader with the women. Take charge. Be the man. You have to, as a man, if you want a relationship and you want to have a girlfriend and all that stuff, you have to learn how to be a leader. The man is the head of the household. It's been like that since the dawn of civilization. And like I said, recently we've strayed away from that, and everybody's fucking miserable who's fallen away from that. Women don't want to be in charge. You ever see a chick who's in charge of a relationship? She's miserable. She's a bitch. She's aggressive. She's like rolling her eyes at the husband or boyfriend, and eventually that kind of relationship ends.
Women lose respect for a man like that.
But there's certain things that women do well and should be in charge of. Like, there's certain areas that they bring, like my mom says, a woman's touch to things is always going to be different than a man doing everything himself.
But you don't want to be the majority holder in charge.
No, I mean,
I'm saying.
I wouldn't say like, okay, I don't want to be working.
And so here she's just trying to take some attention and try to make a point. And she's saying that, she's going back and saying like, oh, well, women are better at leadership in some things. And that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying at the end of the day, the man is the leader and he has the final say and the final call.
Until all these hours and years of my life, but maybe I'm better in charge of raising the kids, maybe I'm better in charge of, adding some value to my husband or,
Notice the little wrist tattoo here. Uh-oh.
She belongs to the streets.
There's areas that women, they bring something to a man.
I didn't say women didn't bring value. I just said that men should be the leaders of the relationship. Right. That's the point.
Right,
that I'm saying.
then women also lead in certain areas better than
No, there
men
can't
do.
be two leaders. No.
No, but they lead in areas better than men in some areas, in some things.
For example?
I feel like women are able to maybe connect with the kids a little bit better than a man.
Yeah, fair.
You feel like that.
Yeah,
but hold on.
I mean, think about it.
You
The
guys are
connection
basically saying
between
the
a
same
woman
thing.
and a...
Because here we are.
She just felt that way. She says, I just feel like the mother connects with the children better. But there's no objective data. There's no case in point. She's just basically saying that, oh, well, and this is really what she's saying. Here, let me go full screen for this, okay? So what she's really saying is, because her original point is, I think women are better leaders in certain things. And I said, okay, what's an example? She says, connecting to the children, raising the children. And she's objectively trying to come across as if she's, intellectually superior and correct in this statement. However, objectively, she is so wrong, because when you look at the stats between single mothers and single fathers, it is night and day. Single mother children more more prone to depression, more prone to drug use, more prone to sexual abuse, more prone to going to prison, more prone to dropping out of college, dropping out of high school. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Single fathers, dude, it is unbelievably unfair. Like the disparity between the two. So she's clearly and objectively wrong here. But again, she's just having a fresh and fit moment where I feel like blah, 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 because she just doesn't like what I'm having to say. This goes back to what I was saying with modern woman and like a lot of the feminist indoctrination, brainwashing, and American women with these like massive insecurity things. She's just saying like, well, I don't want men to be the leader. That's basically what she's saying. She's like, I don't want men to be the leader. I don't like women can be leader too. Not even women can be leaders too, but she's saying like women can be better leaders in certain situations. However, now my point was under attack by Natalia. Adam jumps in to defend her. Watch, I hold my ground and I keep it down.
The leader of the household. What does that mean? You're paying the bills. You're calling the shots.
All final decisions come to the CEO, and he vetoes it if need be.
But what Natalia is saying is like, listen, I've got a role too. It's not maybe it's
not
certainly
that role.
It's I'm gonna take care of the house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take care of the kids.
Yeah.
I'm gonna carve my niche that I'm gonna kind of bring my skill set.
She's misusing the word leader. Okay, you could.
No.
The man is the leader.
No, I'm not.
No,
She is. You'll learn. But the thing is, the man has to be.
She's like, no, I'm not. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's just like that insufferable nature of them. And it's just like, lady, who are you? Can you read the fucking super chats and shut up? I'm the guest here. I flew here from Tokyo. I'm in here in my Ferrari. Can you just chill out for a second? Let me make a point. I've been doing this since 2015. You just got this job like what? A year ago? And now you're a dating expert? No. And you are absolutely misusing the word leadership. Anyways, and then again, she's not used to people pushing back. And you could tell. And I'm just like, listen, child, okay? Just trust me. I got this. Okay, I'm supreme leader of the Hot Dude Army. Look at this. I got this, okay? Shout out to AJ Singh, who just renewed his membership to the channel. He says, yep, I work in a school and not many children like and look up to the female teachers or even remember them. They care about their opinions of the male teachers. Very good. Reduko in the chat says, petulant child. No, I'm not. So here we go. I'll rewind it. I'll let it play.
That role.
It's I'm gonna take care of the house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take care of the kids.
Yeah.
I'm gonna carve my niche that I'm gonna kind of bring my skill set.
She's misusing the word leader. Okay, you could.
No.
The man is the leader.
No, I'm not.
She is. You'll learn. But the thing is, the man has to be the head of the household. All final decisions run through him.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the woman, she can be in charge of things. I agree that there are certain things a woman does.
So that a leader though?
No.
Being in charge of things? Why?
No.
Why?
Because
See, she's just like these chicks on the Fresh and Fit podcast. She's like, so isn't that being a leader thing? And I'm like, no. Why? Because she's not trying to learn. She's not trying to add to the discussion. The only thing she's trying to do is be right. And the only reason why she wants to be right is because she wants to feed her ego. That's it.
like it doesn't work like that. You can't like every religious text, all this stuff has been going back since the dawn of civilization. Like you cannot have two leaders. Like a house divided upon itself stands. Yeah. A company doesn't have two CEOs.
No, they do not.
Okay. So just because there's a CEO and there's a CFO, he's better than, you know, the CEO when it comes to running money. So you're gonna make him do that. You're delegating responsibility, but that doesn't diminish her role. And I think modern women nowadays, they have like this insecurity, this complex. Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm not number one. Like, I need to have like that equality with the man. But there's not equality. The equality is not real.
And I agree.
It's not real.
With that.
There's no. It's something that they got indoctrinated in the education system.
And we have to believe it, because if we don't believe that men or women are equal, we're horrible people.
But if you're delegating a role to your child or one of your kids, that you're asking them to lead whoever's behind them. They're not the head leader, but you're asking them to execute leadership roles. And I think that's important for everybody, man, woman, and female. Maybe there's certain areas like, okay, this leader obviously has to be led by someone else. Yes, for sure. But if you're delegating responsibilities, you're essentially asking them, hey, I want you to take lead in this area. And once that's take lead, like, I want you to come back to me and then we can game plan together and I'm going to take the family to X, Y, and Z. But I think if you're delegating a role somewhere in your, like when you have kids and stuff, like you delegate roles to your kids. Like, hey, listen, I want you to spend a little time with your brother because, you know, he's struggling in this area. And, you know, you're essentially leading. No, but I've grew up with siblings where it's like my mother may ask me, hey, Nat, like I want you to talk to your sister a little bit, you know, not because I'm going to get them to sex, but they may go to them now because they're not getting that. Some people need like the instructions to go to the leader from someone else. Like if I'm like, hey, Brianna, you know, or my sister, like, hey, listen, like, you know, you're struggling in this area, X, Y, and Z. She's probably going to be like offended by that me say it, but now she's going to go to my parents who are the actual leaders and seek the advice correctly. So it's like when you are delegating like instructions in the household, it's still essentially assigning leadership.
Natalia, I know your parents well. We were just with them. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to Marvin and Dee. Great people. Would you say that Marvin's the leader of the household?
Yeah, I would say he's the leader, but I would say my mom essentially is like our commander, like, hey, mom, like this is this. And then she'll go to my dad. So I do look at her as a leader. I don't look at her as like,
you know, they say that the man is the head.
And I never said that, like, again, I never said that this diminishes a woman's role or anything like that. My original statement here was that the number one thing a man can do to be better with women is to become a leader. And then she goes off on this tangent about raising her brother and sister and her mom's the commander and, you know, women are better at taking care of children than men. And just like no cohesion to her argument at all. Like, doesn't make any sense. All over the place. But she has that incessant nagging need to be right. Okay. And then Adam is trying to, I guess he's trying to cool the fires or whatever, but he says something here. Anyways, I'll go back. I'll rewind it. Watch what Adam does.
Essentially is like our commander, like, hey, mom, like this is this. And then she'll go to my dad. So I do look at her as a leader. I don't look at her as like,
you know, they say that the man is the head, but the woman is the neck.
Yeah, sure.
And like the man, the head.
But don't say it's not leading because that's important. The head won't stay without the neck.
That's important. The head won't stay without the neck. What do you think? I don't know if I should say this. But a woman being argumentative like this, in my opinion, when a woman is argumentative like this with man, it's usually because they have a history of dealing with untrustworthy men. And that usually is something that happens when they ride the carousel. So, how many partners do you think this individual has rode the carousel with? I'm just curious. If you want to put that in the chat, I'll let this continue. I'm just entertain yourself.
Yeah, because your mom doesn't strike me as like, yes, sir, whatever you want. Like she's a boss.
Yes.
But she's also feminine
she's a
and
boss
pretty.
in such a very graceful way, and she respects her husband. And my dad does lead. He's
he is the leader.
He's
like,
the head.
He was up speaking on stage in front of 20,000 people. Okay,
but mothers, they do hold a very important role.
And
they lead in a way.
I actually like what you're saying. Is like the dad's the CEO.
And never. And one point did I say women don't have leadership roles, and I never said mothers don't have leadership roles. She was just so triggered and insecure by what I had to say. It didn't sit well with her that she had to like emotionally like I gotta vomit up an argument right now.
That doesn't mean that the mom can't be the CFO, the CMO,
exactly.
whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not leader follower.
It kind of is.
Is it?
Yeah, because that's the bottom line. Like, he has the final say. That's what makes him a leader.
The final say in what, though?
Yeah.
All decisions, you know what I mean? Like, he has the ultimate power.
But who's the person they discuss it with?
But hold on, so
The
there's no
second
compromise
person.
in a relationship?
I didn't say there's compromise. I didn't say there's no compromise.
I mean,
he will, if a man loves his woman, he'll hear her out.
Yeah,
but
of
at the
course.
end of the day, he has the final say.
That's how it is.
That's how it works in your house?
I mean,
And that's the definition of a leader.
Okay,
You
and
can't.
Right there, boys. I was under attack for 7 minutes straight. It was chaotic. There was a lot of confusion going on, but I held frame. I maintained the frame. I held frame. I defended the frame. And as you can see here, this was the final say.